Hey guys, we're 732 Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And Eddie's back for this episode of Solo Leveling, which is number 4, titled...
I've got to get stronger.
There we go. Yeah.
I thought, okay.
Now for...
Put him on the spotlight.
Yeah, I just put him on the spotlight. Now for those unaware, Eddie and I have read the manga. Eddie has read the light novel as well, I believe.
It was
Great.
a lot of
It's
Why were you
swallowing dry saliva is
But
what
Eddie-
it was.
Eddie-
That was a
Eddie-
line that
episode.
constantly happened.
So, very excited for this episode. As of last episode, do you guys remember what happened?
He's solo leveling.
He is.
Instance dungeon.
That's all you gotta know. And,
Oh, and he can't go out the way he came in.
and he's
It's like actually the most solo playthrough I could imagine is Instance Dungeon.
and he's also he's met an opponent finally with a red name,
The Lycan.
the Lycan. So let's find out when Jinwoo fights the Lycan, what happens. And we're starting Solo Leveling, episode 4, in 3, 2, 1. And thanks for joining us.
Woo! Is he gonna like punch it to death? What the fuck is he gonna do?
He's more agile now. You see
Yeah,
that?
he's doing
Look at this shit, man.
several backflips.
Wee!
Those stat increases.
Yeah!
I just punched him in the face.
I guess what I said was actually true.
Well, he doesn't realize
He's leveled up
what
his-
his stat increases have been doing.
Remember, he tripled his strength. Yeah, fuck it up.
Man, if only he had a weapon.
Maybe he'll find a magic item. Stop asking silly questions, all right? You start with a dagger in these games. What?
Yeah.
What?
He just
Yeah.
just had a sword in his inventory.
It's a basic sword.
Starter
One
sword.
baby.
I don't know how this got here. 2
Oh
more.
fuck!
It's a 3 million.
Oh, don't tell me it's stuck, bro.
Come on, you put points in strength.
Quickly level up, quick.
More strength.
You just gotta.
I put the points in. Yeah.
Oof. Woo. Yo. Oh no, don't bite the sword. Don't bite the sword.
It's a $3 million sword. I don't know if it'll break. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I keep forgetting this is a graphic show.
Level 2.
No job.
No title.
Does he get a class? Loot. Loot.
Is he gonna like get it?
Lycan Fang. Wait, he's got a store?
Yep.
You can't buy anything.
Oh. Oh.
Oh fuck!
Can I pet that dog?
I'm not afraid of
I
shit
also
anymore.
appreciate that they're not doing like the one at a time thing,
Yeah.
and it's just like they're actually.
Look at him go,
God.
though.
Aye. Can I pet that dog?
Come on, fucking Jinwoo. Yeah, get that hype going. Jinwoo. Whew.
Damn. Okay.
Level up, level up. Level up, level up, level up.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, the early levels always go fast.
Yeah, you know it.
Wolf Assassin.
Awesome. Jesus, man.
Nah, dude, grind.
Put your Hearthstone away.
こんな簡単に強くなるチャンスはもう来ないかもしれない表示される文字
They're white now.
感覚能力値がアップしたからなのか召喚でわかるんだよな殺してる
Pretty ominous.
The fog coming from nowhere, yeah. Level 15.
Fatigue 30 though. It started at 5 or 3.
He's sending it.
Clear. You gotta clear. Flooded subway. It's a poison monster.
Woo! Fuck.
Sword's broken.
Yep.
Water boss.
Water boss.
It's Snake.
Yeah.
That's a poison monster.
Orange.
Woo!
It's better than red.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a weapon.
この現地歯が立たない
Back to a dagger.
You would see a blade flexing. That's so cool.
Go for the eyes.
Get inside. Tail whip. Yikes.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, no.
Dude, it's also like a real relentless attack here.
Yeah.
Woo.
I mean, the reality of
Oh,
being hunted.
yeah, no, actually.
Oh, God.
強くなれたと思ったのに
Oh, that animation though. They spaz out for like short
Is he
periods
about
of
to use
time.
that teleportation? Bubble Hearth, bro.
As a lifelong paladin, I can't agree more.
Dude needs a hammer.
Come on, Jinwoo.
Get him.
Don't.
No. It's still too early.
Dude, it's too early.
Imagine that was the whole episode.
That's a different side of him right there. Come on, do it. Do it.
Yikes, dude.
Yes. Yeah, do it.
What is that?
Do it.
Is he going Super Saiyan?
あの時の恐怖に比べたら
Woo.
What are you gonna do there, Chief? Oh, he wedged it in between a scale.
This is crazy.
Is it going in?
No. Something better.
What?
Yeah. It's the same level as him, dude.
Well, it's slightly higher.
Yeah.
Ooh, fuck.
Come on, dude. Do it. Yeah.
Oh my God! Is he just?
Is he literally gonna just rip his throat out? Rip the head off the snake?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Look at this fucking shit. It's so good.
Stop.
His animation is amazing.
So good.
That was wild.
He fucking just
Crushed its throat.
crushed his throat.
Bro.
He put all his points in strength for a reason.
Bro, of all the ways I thought that was gonna happen, that wasn't on my bingo card.
Crack a scale and just.
Notification.
Dude, there's a new sword. Take one of the teeth, bro.
Level up, level up, level
Oh,
up.
yeah. Look at the swamp. I told you it was poison.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Dagger made from the venom.
Yeah. Paralysis and drain. Woo!
It's only C rank though.
He's an E rank hero.
Is he?
C rank.
Also, it's twice as strong as his old sword.
Yeah.
使うの怖すぎとりあえず保管しとこう
He's got poison because he's a rogue.
Is he close to where the break was?
放送が聞こえなかったんですか放送っていやいや儲けないでくださいひょっとしてハンターの方ですか
No, just a random guy with a sword.
He's just like, oh, cool, a battle.
Well,
A dungeon break.
Yeah.
遠隔能力がアップしたからなのか感じるあそこにいるのがボスだ
Oh, yeah.
And big old golem.
look at the press. Go the fuck away.
How much longer?
I gotta commute that way.
That was
Classic
so
healer
classic.
fashion. Heal me. What do you think I'm doing?
Where's the range doing?
What's the DPS doing?
Focus the boss. What do you think I'm doing?
いい手が8人くらい
He can see the ranks now.
一瞬でも経つのまだこ
Why is he just watching? He's kind of like he's gonna go help.
He's narrating.
He's there.
ボスは DQ さっきまで戦ってたボス
Is he about to just one shot this motherfucker?
He doesn't need it.
Oh,
He's gonna whip it.
Dude,
Yo.
what? No one's gonna know it was him, right? It's just gonna piss me off.
he's gonna walk away.
The D rank noticed.
一味のゴーレムをこんなもので倒すなんて
Yeah, what?
上級ハンターなのか
Those tone forearms.
Yeah, bro. He is like.
That's it.
Bro.
Of course, that's it. 20 minutes.
All right, that was great.
Yeah, no, it was great.
These
Now, what
things
happened, dude?
So fast.
I jumped to a conclusion. I'm just like, God damn it, it's over already.
That was 14 minutes in when you did that. I looked at the time and I was like,
Yeah, no, I'm actually super happy with how much more stuff happened after that.
So
Yeah.
it's great. So we picked up exactly where we left off last episode.
Yeah.
Where he's fighting a monster that's red named, and
A random mob.
ran him up.
And then he got to level 2.
He was able to hold it off with just his physical strength, not damage it, but protect himself, which is a big step up from a man who got stabbed fighting a goblin.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, right, inventory, magic sword, tee.
Well, it's not even magic.
Well, they didn't even show his level
Just the
after
sword.
beating the boss.
That sword is
So we don't even know.
Well, he got 3 levels from prior.
Well, it just like did it in rapid succession, so I didn't know if it was 3 or if it was like. Boop, 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 boop.
I feel like it would be separate, right?
Oh no! I mean, him just killing wolves
He's
was giving
probably-
him like a level per. So I think the giant snake monster might have.
That was at least C rank.
I think he's like probably like level 20-ish at this point, but that makes him, I would say you're right, about probably C rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it gave him a C rank weapon,
right.
Yeah, exactly. He killed a
And
Syrian.
he was on
but it
par with that.
also dropped an A rank item. So that kind of skewed the lines. Plus, the tank was just like, man, we weren't doing fucking anything. And then he was like, man, it must have been seriously weakened already. I can't believe I one-shot it. And meanwhile, it was like, he did one-shot it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's going from being literally the weakest person in a hunter existence, so weak that he's basically a civilian, to, being able to
Yes.
crush
His
the,
sense of scale is probably off.
But,
Yeah.
however, I don't really agree with that because he literally took a broken sword and was like, I bet if I chuck this at it, it's gonna help. Meanwhile,
He was
literally
testing the waters, dude.
an episode ago, he would have been like, well, I can't help them. Now he's like, maybe this will work, and it fucking did.
Well,
It
that
gave me
dun-
some One Punch
that
Man
dungeon-
energy for sure.
Definitely gave him some confidence. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, no, fair. Well, yeah, no. Well, he broke through
he
the
had his
wall.
mental breakthrough.
He broke the wall. Yeah. Yes.
And part of that
so
wall
it was
was
a great episode for that.
part of that wall was him realizing that the things he is fighting are nowhere as scary as what killed
Yeah.
what he
Yeah.
technically almost killed him already. Because
What did kill him
Because-
technically, right?
do you remember
it did.
the double dungeon? One person in the first episode was like, this must be either an A or S rank thing, so that's
I mean, it's pretty clearly an S rank thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and the scale of worlds, S rank obviously is so terrifying and all this, and these creatures he's fighting, like you said, are just so rudimentary compared to them that it's like he's not even afraid anymore. What he has some fear, but like, what is the fear compared to what he saw destroy his party?
So I'm also wondering, I don't understand. So was it just a low priority gate that they just neglected?
There was too many that opened.
They couldn't get a party together to go in because the guilds didn't want it because it was worthless, and they couldn't get free agent team together.
Gotcha. So then it's like an emergency.
And then it was like, all right, you're in the area. There's monsters in the city. Like, you
don't
gotta do
attack
something.
people.
Don't
I
forget.
also appreciate the few soldiers who were like shooting still.
Well,
Like,
they're trying to hold them off, but
Gotta
also
do what you gotta
but
do.
it literally does nothing.
doesn't.
And it shows how like normalized gates are in this world now that civilians where they're like, how long is this gonna take? Like, this dude is just destroying the city like
My wife's
a
gonna
couple
murder
hundred
me.
feet from them. And he's like, I need to get chicken tonight or I am screwed.
My wife's gonna murder me. Forget about the giant monster.
Yeah.
I have one of those at home. Please.
it's like, oh god, I'm gonna be late for work now. Thanks, but
I know, which I like. I think
Yeah.
that's so funny.
And I love
because
how-
that's really
They're just like,
that's really how it would be though.
yeah, because
but
people are that's
Just
people.
driving home
Well,
from
that's the
work.
other thing.
I'm
When
inconvenienced.
he was complaining, he's like, was this staircase always this long? Because, like, that would be really what you say when you're in, like, an instance.
I love how
it was, like, 8 stairs. What the fuck happened here?
I love how he's like, I love how the civilians are like, like you said, they're like, oh my god, and all the people, all the D and I think it was D and C rank hunters that were
He's like
fighting-
D&E.
D&E, I'm sorry.
And the
And the
healers
B-rank
are
healer,
generally higher.
She's kind of,
Oh, just her.
yeah, but the big thing is, they're like fighting for their lives. They're nervous. You hear their inner monologue like, holy shit, we could die. This is tough. But it's like you said, it's so commonplace to the civilians. They're like, why aren't they fucking doing anything yet? Come on. And it's really because
Expectations of the masses, dude.
Exactly.
It's brutal.
especially when you have, like they said, the strongest person in the party is the tank. So as MMO players, that just means they just have more health and no tank.
I actually also, they had really good attention to detail because there was that huge crowd and they were like, come on, how long is this going to take? And then the moment it was over, they were all gone. Like, there was like 2 people left.
Like, thank God.
Yeah. Which I thought was so funny.
I don't have time for
Because I
this.
remember thinking that, I'm like, wow, you can see him really clearly walking away. Where'd everyone go? I guess they all actually had shit to do. So,
Well, I mean,
so they weren't just being assholes. They were just
They're
like,
like, thank God, I need to go.
my train's delayed. Thanks.
now you asked if he had like a Super Saiyan moment. I think, like Eddie said, that was just him breaking through his mental block.
Yeah, no,
essentially.
yeah, I agree.
was, yeah.
Well,
He had like
he had like the blue glow, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
like,
think we're being misled on
yeah, I think we're being a little misled because it was like his mental breakthrough allowed him to shine.
literally shine.
but also,
Glow. It was more of a
he
glow.
obviously was going from being
kind of nerd.
he's obviously going from being the weakest person to now having power. So he needs to be able to scale it, especially when you've been fighting for your life your entire career. The easiest way to scale something is to obviously fight a boss, which in this, major props to him going into his first dungeon and being like, you know what, I'm not teleporting out, this is the one chance I'm gonna get to be strong, I gotta take it. And even though he lost his one weapon that he got a way sicker weapon. Did you read the abilities on that weapon? What did it say? You remember?
Paralysis
like
and
it's-
drain.
Yeah.
It's like a bleed
There's like
effect.
1 HP a sec.
And I think it gave plus
Poison
25
dagger.
damage or something like
You got a
that.
dot.
Yeah.
Poison dagger.
Poison dot. Yeah. And it's only C rank, but it's still, Mr. Kim was what? Like, his weapon was like 3 million money. That weapon is,
Was it 3 million?
he said it was like a $3 million sword. That's why it held up so
It's
long.
not USD.
It's yen.
And also,
Or no, Korean money.
yeah,
Sorry.
Korean money.
It's Korean.
I just want to see him try to buy something with his imaginary currency that no one else
They're
can
like,
see.
haha.
Imagine he
It's like,
pulls it
I'm
out
a
and he actually.
millionaire. It's like, dude, you're fucking crazy, dude. I can't see what you're talking about.
Well, I like how he tried to buy.
You know?
I think that's why they have the store in there so he can like buy essence stones to then sell
Well,
to
because he
people.
like pulled out the feather, but then I also want to be like, yeah, no, this feather's worth $1 million. It's like, bro, that feather's not worth $1 million.
The currency is to buy from the
screen's telling
store,
me
Right, right.
not from real.
No, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
fucking.
And I like how classic in classic RPG style fashion, when you kill the boss, you get like a weapon related to its corpse or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
giant monster.
they're definitely leaning into the video game.
Oh,
thing
yeah.
a lot, especially this episode and the tank thing was like. When he said it, I was like, "What's that gonna look like?" And it was literally a dude with a giant shield.
Well, that's why
And
that's
like,
Taunting. He was
fucked with that.
taunting. Yeah.
got aggro.
well,
baby.
that's what I'm excited to see because he had obviously he earned the title, which we saw on the screen. But there was the job thing, which I don't know if that's gonna
Job thing.
They're above
It's a job
to
title.
job and title, and they were both none. So, like, is job like just whatever silly thing is gonna be in it, or is job actually gonna be like his class? Like how I think in Final Fantasy it's called a job.
Yeah,
Some of them.
that's a very good observation.
Yeah.
Now, the title, you saw it, obviously, it came with perks. The perk being he got bonus
Wolfslayer.
damage. It was Wolf Slayer. It was bonus damage to beasts, which the bonus damage to beasts probably helped him fight that snake a little bit more, too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. It seems like he earned the title after fighting the wolf party off pretty hard. But, his little level up montage was great because, they didn't dwell on the fact that he was leveling up too much. It was like, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Okay, go fight the boss now. We didn't stay in the dungeon for too
action's
long.
crazy,
The
too.
pacing is
Yeah.
great.
The
action
boss
is
fight was really dope, actually.
Animation
yeah.
is great.
And
Especially you pointed out the sword like moving with it.
that was me,
crazy.
I think. When he,
Oh, were you
when he was
pointing that?
blocking,
My
like
bad.
it looked like the hilt of the sword
it
was like
flexed like
flexing.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Mike said
also, and then he did it again, and then he did like it was, and then he did the second hand, and it like straight down, and that I thought that was
So
sick.
I think they're kind of they've given us a few good scenes of animation, but I think they're kind of just they're holding it. They're giving us a little burst of budget, I like to call it, where like for like 5-10 seconds they're like, look how fast he can move and look how sick it is.
I mean, that whole fight was really good. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
normally it's like a big hit and a pause. It was like a lot of nonsense.
Yeah,
It's
they're not holding
nonstop.
back
Like I felt
any
like he
animation.
could die at any.
Yeah.
moment. Also, he's clearly way stronger than he's giving
Yeah.
himself credit for because he literally killed it with his bare hands.
crushed it.
Because remember when he had the sword, it was like just scraping across the scale. But as
Yeah,
soon as he's
his
like
hands
one
were-
hand, he's like yeah,
His hands were more deadly than his weapon.
which is wild.
But you see him at the end when he's walking away. Actually, he's starting to get the muscle mass and the tone just from leveling up his strength, which is crazy.
he was flexed.
Dude's fucking arm was ripped right
he was
here for
flexing.
no reason.
But it's a great thing. It's a great show. Obviously, it gives us a nice vibe because
Really
That was
bad
my
with the
favorite episode. That was really good.
yeah, this the main character.
Only gonna get better.
It's only gonna get better. The main character, as you could see, based on solo leveling, he's only gonna get stronger probably because he's just gonna keep on going.
He's just gonna keep
really
solo.
fast too.
What?
That was one dungeon.
Yeah,
So-
one dungeon
Yeah.
was 20 something levels, so that's the interesting thing.
Well, he went from
The early
E or
levels
D
go
to
fast.
C.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad to see, since that was a question I had last episode of like, what the fuck is the scaling here?
Well, yeah, the big question is what's the
rel-
max level?
Yeah, like is
seems
S rank like
relative.
level 45 or is S rank like level 400?
Or
Keep watching.
Yeah, you got to keep watching. Now in classic, MMO fashion, obviously too, with the guilds and stuff. As he gets stronger, as he shows up, maybe he'll do things. Maybe he'll be part of parties. But do you think he'll ever join another raid, or do you think he's gonna be solo leveling the entire time?
I feel like he has to end up in a normal raid at some point because he has to run into the glasses guild guy because he seems like he's going to be a main person in this show, whether it's a villain or an ally. I don't know.
think
The
what's
fire
gonna
mage, I don't trust him.
happen- I think my theory is he is gonna keep solo leveling, but he's gonna be in a like he's just gonna see one appear and just be like, "Fuck it, sure," and go in, and then the people who got assigned to it are gonna show up, and he's gonna be done with them. They're gonna be like,
What the
"Hey,
fuck
well,
you
what
doing?
happened?" It's gonna
Aren't
be
you
like,
the worst E rank ever?
and he's gonna be like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
I'm still
He's like, this isn't where I parked my car. That's like my general theory. And then they're going to be like, dude, why are you not in a guild? What are you doing? You should come.
And that's where glasses shows up.
Yeah. Something like that.
interesting theory.
Or there's going to be another gate break and it's going to be like really bad. And then
Just gonna keep throwing broken
I
swords at
don't
people.
know. I'm here for it though.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome, yeah.
I'm here for it too. Great series so far. It has been living up to the expectations of what I thought this show should be. The pacing is on another level. As we were saying during the fights, there was no what people consider anime time, where after something happens, the main character can, talk for 30 seconds, and it's actually 1 second of real life time.
because the monologue is happening while it's happening.
Yeah.
He's like, man, this thing's really fucking strong.
Well, that's just anime.
No, but I meant it's better than.
Well, he got a little bit of a monologue during the dungeon break.
Yeah.
Where he's just standing there. He's like, monologue.
Yeah, I know.
Sword.
And
You were getting attacked the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, he made the joke of I was like, why isn't he helping? Why is he just standing there? He's like, he's narrating right now.
He's saying, yeah, man.
And I'm like,
We
right,
gotta know
anime,
what's
right,
happening.
right.
We have to know what's happening, and that's what he was doing.
And now, I like how
we wouldn't have known. Those guys could have been S ranks for all we know. He told us they weren't, and I'm like, oh, look at that.
And we don't know that because it didn't show the ranks. He was just guessing.
Well, he can perceive
His
it. now. His perception,
which is like is maybe a reference to like D&D type stuff. When you have your natural perception up high enough, you can start perceiving things. But he was able to perceive the boss being a threat, where the other boss was, and even the ranks of people in terms of relative strength, which is interesting because he is growing up so fast in front of your eyes.
Which I really like also because I wasn't sure if it was going to be like
Slow
a slow
start.
kind
on.
of thing, and it's definitely not.
Hold on.
But-
What the fuck is going on with this bureaucracy in this world? Since he was able to knock out the defenses and let the E ranks like clean up in like a minute of that boss, why the fuck can't like a B or an A or an S rank just like drive over and just be like one tap it?
So
what the fuck is that?
There's no money in
No,
it.
last
though.
episode.
But like, come on, dude!
Guys,
Like the government can't be like, "Hey, man, I just need you to get out of bed and go a mile."
You're
down
right,
the road."
because they afford to supply all these soldiers.
Dang,
guys
dude,
got-
like, what the fuck? Get an army helicopter to just fly an
Forgetting
S rank
last episode.
around.
You guys are forgetting last episode. Multiple dungeons opened of different.
Sure, but
levels.
you're telling me that every adventurer is booked at this exact time?
They deploy. They went to the guild. Remember the girls going to train people, so they're deploying the bigger guilds to the bigger gates and leaving the smaller
Yeah.
gates.
But that seemed like that was
No, dude, I got it. Are you ready? They all have your work mentality. It was clearly after 5 p.m.
I'll pick up.
There was
fuck
definitely
that shit.
someone in their apartment like, yeah, well, maybe tomorrow morning.
All right, but it's a little bit. It's a little bit different. When
They
it's
just
like,
started playing Pal World, and they didn't have time.
but it's, hold on, but it's a big difference when it's like, hey, I need you to cover the Amy shift and cover section 3 at the restaurant, versus, hey, this Goliath is gonna wipe out a city.
You're
block.
right. In that scenario, you're calling up like, hey, are you allowing OT? And your boss is like, dude, we can't this month. And you're like, all right, bet. And that's it. You don't.
No, but come on, like this is.
I'm imagining if you were
government
a
would-
S-rank hero.
The only
stop.
one who really cared was the insurance company.
Exactly. You're
And-
telling me insurance would not have like a small guild of S ranks that
An
can
S-rank insurance.
You know what I would do?
and then just like, yo, man,
No, we can't pay for this month. We're stopping
no,
this right
no.
now.
You know what I would do actually if I was in this world? I would crash my car, get out, and be like, "There was a dungeon break. I swear, it went away, but there was a dungeon break."
No, that's covered under Act of God. It's not covered.
See, the joke is the S-rank guy shows up, but he's from the insurance company, so he doesn't help. And he just keeps telling everyone how much everything costs because that's what he's good at. He's like, yeah, oh shit, that's 50 grand, bro. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. It's like
That road right there, that's 100,000 per linear square foot.
Yeah, someone gets shot through a building. There's a giant hole. He's like, oh man, that's gonna take a month. Easy. Like, great job.
Now I gotta
No,
call a
that's the contractor.
structural.
It's not the insurance guy.
his S rank. Wait,
Dr. Condescending.
The insurance guy comes in. He's like, that's not covered.
Wait,
That's not covered.
his S rank isn't in fighting. His S rank is in sass. He's like, "Oh, great! Now we're gonna gotta rebuild that thing."
Captain Hindsight.
You know, you shouldn't have let him hit that building. We're gonna have to rebuild the whole thing now.
I think we've got enough up the team.
Yeah,
I think we're good.
Yeah.
This has been a fun episode. If you did enjoy our reaction, let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed us going off the deep end a little of us, let us know. This was a really great episode, and it's it's awful. That
I
we have
really
to
wish we
one
could
this
just
week.
keep watching it.
Yeah, because I would binge this. This is honestly, these episodes go so fast, and there's sometimes where you watch TV shows, animes, movies, and you're like, God, how long has passed? But like you said, when 15 minutes in, you're like, what? It's over already? No.
Well,
wasn't.
it did like the fade to black for a second.
yeah.
I'm just like,
You never know.
You never know.
This show is an expert at cliffhangers.
Yeah, the great cliffhangers, and I can't wait for some of them. I really wish they were doing more than 12 episodes in the season, just because 12 episodes obviously is going to end on like a massive cliffhanger or something, and we're just going to be craving more, which is great for the studio for us to want more.
Yeah.
But not great for us.
I'm not gonna want to wait a year or two for the next season.
Please.
yeah, I think I'm gonna just read the manga
No.
probably.
It's fine.
That's crazy.
After it's over. Depends.
It's like a comic book. Right?
Yeah,
It is.
It is actually.
It is
It's
a
all
comic
colored and it goes down, not left to right. Right to left. I'm sorry. But thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, make sure to check out our Patreon, which does have full-length reactions of this available, including the first episode for free. Otherwise, make sure you comment below. Let us know what you liked about the episode, what you're hyped for, and subscribe if you haven't already. And like the video. We're signing off, though. I'm Mikey,
Betty.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
and we are the 7-3 review crew. We can't wait to see what Jinwoo does. Bye.
Toodles.